Hi, this is Matricity from Matricity Muses. Welcome to my Matrix. I hope you're all having a great day today. This is going to be a Throwback Thursday. When I look back on this situation, I think this has to be put into the category of foolish files or hold my beer files because when I look back on it, yeah, it was not such a good thing that I did. This was in college. And I love the water. I love going to the beach. It's my place of refuge, of sanctuary. If I'm upset about something, I can always go to the water, whether it be the beach or the wharf, the waterfront park, or the battery, anywhere. So, I've always been in love with water, and I can swim. When I was in college, I took a swimming course for a year at the College of Charleston. That's when they had swimming and a dive team, so swimming was huge. So I learned how to swim professionally. I mean, oh my gosh, we swam every day for a whole year, and I got over my fear of water, and I was an expert swimmer after that. Can still swim today. So I was in college, I was a member of a fraternity, not a sorority, but a fraternity. I'd actually gone through all of the sorority rushes and wasn't selected. So after, my second year of college, looking around, I says, well, my friends, my lifelong friends from high school, Danny, Trisha, Kelly, that whole crew of mine, we started associating with SAE fraternity, Sigma Alpha Epsilon. And eventually, you know, Danny became a brother. He joined, and the girls, we all joined the Little Sisters of Minerva. And back then, they had a little sister group called the Little Sisters of Minerva. It doesn't exist anymore because apparently they felt that it was almost like a sorority, so they did away with the Little Sisters of Minerva quite some years ago. But for 4 years, well, maybe 3.5 years, I was a member of the Little Sisters of Minerva, and we had a grand old time. So one Saturday, I do believe, one of our brothers, we'd actually planned this big boating outfit. I'm sorry, not outfit excursion to Pimlico, South Carolina. So I'm not exactly sure we were, but I remember Pimlico. His family was kind of wealthy. He had a boat. So his boat was what we used that day. Now we got to this area. I'm not exactly sure where we were, but it was like I guess on the riverfront, lakefront, riverfront. There was a giant oak tree with a long rope swing, and you could actually stand on top of like a small cliff and swing out on that rope swing and drop down into the water. Well, after seeing people do that, I decided that the whole height thing was not for me. So I wasn't going to get on that rope swing and swing out way out there into the water and drop. Because one, I didn't know how deep the water was, and I had the fear of, you hear there's stories about people, diving into shallow water and breaking their neck, becoming paraplegics, things like that. I didn't trust that water because I didn't know how deep it was right there near the shore. So I wasn't going to do that. So other people did that and they were okay, but I wasn't going to do that. So I decided I would go out and inner tube. That was one of the things we had planned for the day, as well as a picnic. So inner tubing, yeah, that's the thing for me to do. So a group of us got in the boat, and this was pretty deep water, and I think we were actually on the Cooper River. And at that time we were kind of far away from the ocean, so I guess it was brackish water, a mixture of salt water as well as river water. So I don't know what was in that water, but I knew just from living in Charleston that brackish water, that dolphins can swim in brackish water, and so can sharks. Now, I don't know, sharks probably prefer salt water, but I know that they can swim in brackish water and be fine for a short period of time. Well, I didn't think about the animals when I got on that boat. I didn't think about the animals. I was thinking about the inner tube and how much fun I was going to have. And I had watched other people, fraternity brothers, other of my sisters, inner tubing all morning. And I says, well, it's my time to go inner tubing. And basically, it was a really long rope that they had tied to the back of the boat, and it was a big giant black inner tube, a truck tire inner tube. So I said, it's my turn to do that. So the boat picks us up. We go out to the middle of the body of water, the Cooper River. We're way out far in the Cooper River. It was, gosh, from where we were to the opposite shore, it was very far away. So it was a large expanse of water on that river. And we were in the middle, the very middle of the river. So the shore was distant from where I could see all of our other people having lunch and sitting on the beach there. It was kind of a far distance. So we're out there, and I'm waiting my turn. We're zooming up and down that river, going as fast as we can. People are on that inner tube, airborne, holding on for dear life. And it became my turn. So I jump out into the middle of the river. And you know what? We did have life preservers on. I did have a life preserver on. That's the one thing I did know to do, that when you're boating, you must have a life preserver. So even though I was a good swimmer, I still had a life preserver on. So I have on the jacket. I jump out into the middle of the Cooper River and kind of like dog paddle my way out to the inner tube. And I get on. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm out here now. How am I going to hold on? And they go so fast, I realized that I was going to have to hold on to the rope for dear life so that I don't fly off into the middle of the lake, because even that could be bad. What can happen is, people fall off inner tubes and equipment, skis, and they fall wrong, they twist wrong, paraplegic, hurt their back. Didn't want that to happen to me. So there was no way in HELL that I was going to let go of that inner tube. So I get on the tube, I get positioned, and we are facing forward. So I'm lying belly down on the inner tube, and I'm holding onto the rope for dear life. And I said, my God, I'm never letting go of this rope, no matter what happens, no matter if I'm airborne for 5 minutes, that I'm not letting go of this rope. And so that's what I did. So I hold on for dear life, and the boat picks up speed. I'm zooming along the river, having a good time. And then my brother hit the gas, and I was airborne. And he did this for everybody, so we knew what to expect. So there it was, scooting along the Cooper River, and boof, 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 I'm airborne. Boof, boof. It was really a fun time. And I think I probably, oh my gosh, probably did about 3 passes, back and forth, up and down the Cooper River, having the best time of my life. And I'm telling you, when we did stop for each pass and I had to release my hands and let go, the rope, you know how the ropes are twisted? The imprint of the rope was embedded into my skin because I was holding on for dear life. I wasn't going to let go because I wasn't going to fly off and get injured. No matter what, me and that inner tube and that rope, we were one. We were one. So having a good time. And then all of a sudden, I probably had done like the 4th pass. It was time for me to get off, but the boat stopped. And I thought, why are we stopping now? Because we haven't gotten close enough to the shore for me to get back. What everyone had been doing was, the boat would get close enough to the shore so we could actually just kind of let go of the inner tube and just kind of paddle our way back to the mini beach that was there. So there I am. The boat is stopped in the middle of the river, far, far away from the shore. So I'm yelling, what's going on? Why are we stopped here in the middle of the river? And then one of my brothers says, we stopped because we've now traveled into the rice paddies. And I'm like, rice paddies? Well, I knew this was the colonial South. And, from what I understand, of course, rice was grown here. And, to grow rice, you need water. So apparently we had entered an old rice paddy area where there could have been underwater obstructions, underwater things under there. And he did not want to hit anything with his boat. So I thought, okay, well, I'm still far away from the boat. And by this time I am exhausted because I have used all of my strength to hold on for dear life and not fall off the inner tube. So I'm tired, very tired. And then I hear about the rice paddies, and I thought, okay, well, can we not just like slowly do a U-turn, get back to where I can, get easily to the shore? So then one of my other brothers, and I realize now that it was a horrible joke, but then someone yells, and in addition to the rice paddies, there might be a shark pit around here. I thought, what the heck? A shark pit? And I was the only African American at this party, so some people might not have been happy with that. And so let's do something to scare her. So when I heard shark pit, I thought, well, I don't know what to believe. Is it real? Here we are stopped in the middle. The deep, deep water in the middle of the Cooper River. And no one's moving. And they're talking about shark pits. And they're talking about rice paddies and not hitting anything. And I thought, well, my God, I've got to get out of this water. So I said, well, I could try swimming back to the boat, which I had done a couple times to get back on and give other people a turn. But I thought, well, when I heard shark pit, I thought, oh my, I need to use whatever strength I have left. I need to get the heck out of this water. So what I did was I decided, oh no, not going back to the boat because I don't know if they're trying to play some terrible trick on me right now. I don't want to drown here in the Cooper River. You know, if this is some terrible joke, I'm getting out of this water. So I had my life jacket on still. I was a good swimmer. I let go of the inner tube and I swam. I looked at the distance from where I was to the shore. I can make it. So, thinking that I could outswim a shark, I was swimming like the bionic woman. I swear to you, I have never swum so fast in all my life. I swam, and I'm telling you, if somebody had filmed me, it would have been like a cartoon character because I was churning the water. I was churning the water, swimming as fast as I can, fast as I can to get to the shore. And I got to the shore, no problem. And when I did, I collapsed. Not like I had to go to the hospital, but I was so physically done. I collapsed on the shore. My heart was beating really, really fast. I was out of breath. I was actually lightheaded. I was seeing spots because I had put so much energy into getting out of that water. Because when I heard shark pit, I thought, I don't know what the heck's going on, but we got some pranksters on that boat and some people had been drinking. I'm getting out of this water. I said, it's over for me because, we don't know. These people are in the boat. Okay, getting out of here. So I swam so fast, and when I got to the shore, I pretty much collapsed. I had to catch my breath. Danny, one of my friends, came over and sat with me because he realized I had exhausted myself and was not feeling well. I mean, was seeing spots. I'd exerted myself so fast to swim like the bionic woman, and I'm telling you, I was swimming like the bionic woman to get out of that water. He knew that I was not feeling well. So for about 45 minutes, he sat with me because I felt like I wanted to throw up. I was still seeing spots. My heart was racing. And finally, everything calmed down. My respiratory rate calmed down. My heart slowed down. The spots went away. And I was good. But I did not go back in that boat for the rest of the day. I'd had my fun. And I don't know if there's a shark pit out there, but I know that there are, in the open ocean, there are shark pits where sharks congregate or whatever. But where we were in the river, I wasn't sure because we were in the deep, deep water. Who knows what's down there? Brackish water, a mixture of ocean and salt water. There could have been sharks out there. There could have been dolphins out there. I don't know. But I was getting out of that water, and I did. So for the rest of the day, I wasn't mad. I know that people play pranksters, and that's how bad things happen. And these were fraternity brothers. And I know, and I've always been the cautious one. I'm the one who is the designated driver. I'm the one who, if my friends are intoxicated, I watch over them. I make sure that they don't embarrass themselves. They don't, get in trouble. And I've, did that for some of my friends at the fraternity house as well. Some of my sisters. If they were drunk, it's like, oh, no, 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 no. Bad things aren't happening to you. We are leaving right now. Come on. I'm taking you back to your dorm room. We're going. So I was that person. So when things get kind of iffy, I have the radar going. So when things seem kind of strange, I'm aware of that, not to be in a bad situation. So for the rest of the day, I had fun. I had fun that day. I'd had the adventure of a lifetime on that inner tube. Still look at it as a fun day. The whole jokey thing with the shark pit, I don't know about that, but hey, it's all under the bridge, water under the bridge now. But spent the rest of the day on the shore, basking and, frolicking the water's edge, which is fine. We had a great picnic. We ate a lot of food. So it was a great day. So when I look on that adventure, there are some things that when you think about in life, you look back and thought, well, that could have gone horribly wrong, but thank God it didn't. So I'm grateful for that. But, when you think about those things in life, when you look back, there are some things that you realize, maybe I shouldn't have gone out in that boat. But everything was fine until someone mentioned the darn shark pit. So I think that everything was fine until somebody tried to play a horrible joke on me, which sometimes happen and can have tragic events if you're not careful. But it was a fun time. And would I go inner tubing again? Yes, I would. But I would definitely make sure that I was going with responsible people who aren't going to play a bad joke on me. I remember when I was in the Bahamas, my friend and I, Cynthia, we went on a trip together, and she is a non-swimmer. Oh my gosh. But she had enough faith in me that she trusted me to get on the banana boat with me. So we that was one of our excursions on our cruise. We took the banana boat, and I told her, I says, "You're going to get in front of me, since you can't swim." We both had on life jackets. I think we did. Both had on life jackets, and she was in front of me, and so I had a grip on her and a grip on a banana boat because I determined. I told her, I says, "No matter what happens, if you fall off, I'm going off with you because I can swim." And I'm going to be there to hold you. So she trusted me. We whipped around that ocean on that banana boat. We had the best time ever. And she was just amazed because she got over her fear. Well, she put her trust in me that I was going to be with her and keep her safe on the banana boat. And I did. We didn't fall off, but we had the greatest time whipping back and forth across the ocean in the Bahamas, having the best time ever. So yes, I love water sports. I have not been on a jet ski yet. I do want to do that. Oh, I just lied to you. I have been on a jet ski. One of my former church members has a lake house on Lake Marion, I do believe, and I went out there a couple of times with them, and they have jet skis, and so I have definitely been on the jet ski, been on their pontoon boat, but been on that jet ski and whipping around Lake Marion like a crazy person, holding on as tight as I can for dear life to my friends as he whipped me around the lake. We were airborne, so there I was, airborne again on the jet ski, on the back of a jet ski, boof, 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 hitting the water. So, yeah, I've done the jet ski. But the thing is, I wasn't driving the jet ski. I was a passenger on the jet ski. So, which is fine. But one of these days, I do want to get on the jet ski and be the driver. I don't think I'm going to be going airborne, but I do want to drive it around the ocean. And I know there are some opportunities here in Charleston in order to do that. So, that is on my bucket list still. But anyway, I'm sure you've had some things when you look back on life, you think, oh my God, that turned out great and it could have gone horribly wrong. So if you have some of those stories, let me know. I want to hear about it. And please remember to like, subscribe, people, subscribe, and comment. I want to hear from you. Anyway, you all have a great day. See you later, alligator. Bye.